Off the bootleg. McDonald, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Throwing is McDonald. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of
and let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
Back at the 22-yard line.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
Number 11, Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Falcons 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Michael Kendrick.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Second and 15. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
53, come on. 53. Squeeze, double. Kill.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Second and 7. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Down, Falcons.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now. McCaffrey And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Panthers 7. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
To throw on 3rd down, McDonald. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
26 mark, 26 mark.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Bridgewater again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Check four, check four.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to look deep for more. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Brought down back at his 2-yard line.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone. McDonald, hard throw, incomplete.
McDonald certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
48-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Complete to
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Gain of 3 on the play. And a Panther first down.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, what a move. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Gain of 12. First down, Panthers.
Bridgewater on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 6-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was taken down by
and they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
10 yards on the pickup.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
46-yard line.
Three buzz. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. 18 Cardinal.
Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Anderson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And Anderson's got it. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Open man is Anderson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Ooh, with a juke. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Bridgewater now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
2nd and 20. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Christian McCaffrey.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
He was taken down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 7.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Troy Pride.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Rolling to his right.
The 6-yard.
This will be caught at about the 5.
That's good.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Forward the mic.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 41. Panthers.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
2nd and 9.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Man, I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Curtis Samuel.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Desperation time. 4th down, Bridgewater. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
At the 1-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. No.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue seats in the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was blocked, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who is the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around me, falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.